And I would like to say, here I am stuck in the middle with you, but when you people seem to be on the left or the right. You seem to be clowns and jokers. I mean, that's just my honest assessment of this whole fucking situation. It is asininely fucked up.
Winning? No.
It is absurdly ridiculous. I'm just fucking saying. All right, is this going? There we go. Moving right along into the next segment. Asian hate crime continues.
No.
What the hell are we doing attacking little old Asian ladies?
Winning? No.
You suck! You suck!
I mean, Asian hate's stupid, but you gotta go after the old and defenseless? Are you too worried about being kung fu powered in the face or some shit?
You suck!
Oh my god. What the fuck, people? Anyway, let's get into this bullshit. So, this is not now. God damn it. This is CBS News. It's 2 horrific Asian women stabbed in disgusting attack in San Francisco. San Francisco's a fucking mess. There's shit all over the place. And now they're fucking stabbing Asian ladies. The 2 Asian women stabbed in San Francisco Chinatown neighborhood Tuesday. One of whom is 85 years. Who the fuck stabs an 85-year-old woman?
You suck!
What the? A suspect has been arrested and charged with pending. Charges are pending. CBS San Francisco affiliate KPIX is not immediately clear if the women were targeted because of their rate. I mean, the Asian crime is whatever. The affiliate has identified, unless this fucking 85-year-old Asian woman is somehow like the Chinese triad or some shit. It's Chui Fong Eng, whose grandson Drew Eng spoke exclusively to reporter Betty Wu. He said his grandmother had been grocery shopping and was waiting for the bus at Market Square when who the fuck attacks an 85-year-old woman with her fucking...
You suck!
He said there was an attack from behind and stabbed through the arm and the chest. Aang said his grandmother has lived in San Francisco for 50 years and nothing like this has ever happened to her. You just don't think it's going to happen so close to home until it does, so you just got to be super aware of your loved ones, he said. The grandmother and a second victim, a 65... No, you stabbed 2 fucking little old Asian ladies.
Winning? No.
You suck!
Both underwent surgery at Zuckerberg San Francisco General Hospital Tuesday evening. She didn't know the other victim, and they were both at the bus stop and both stabbed there. Aang said, I think the other lady was stabbed first. The stabbing happened before 5 p.m. in front of several witnesses. The assailant walked up to the victim, stabbed them, and very casually walked away in broad daylight. Witness Jenny Chow told Kips. I can't even pronounce that. KPIX. He got a knife on his right hand, and he was holding it really tight, like he wanted to do something, another witness says. And before you know it, he was behind this lady with the black jacket, and you saw the feathers go flying. So he sliced her, he screamed. On San Francisco, Supervisor Matt Haney posted several updates about the attack on Twitter, calling it disgusting and horrific. Both of the victims...
You suck!
...were of the surgery, tweeted Tuesday. Their families are with them at the hospital. I am reaching out to the families of victims to support. District Attorney Chelsea Baldwin also tweeted about the incident on Tuesday. Heartbroken tonight. My dog is digging into the carpet here. 2 elderly API victims of a stabbing on Market were aware of more info and praying for their victims as they undergo medical treatment. He wrote, we will not tolerate brutal attacks like this. CBS News has reached out to San Francisco Police Department for updates on the suspect's charges and whether or not they're investigating this as a hate crime. I mean, it seems clear-cut to me that this is probably a hate crime, considering it's following a trend of stabbing usually old Asian ladies because, Korean men stand on the roof with guns.
That's how winning is done!
I don't understand, but this is just another sign that our system is it's falling apart. I mean, is this retaliation because people think fucking, the China virus or whatever? I mean, the Chinese people didn't plan this together like a big-ass cult. But again, there's people on fucking minds telling me that it's all about the Jews and that there's only been one big war, and it's the Jews versus the world or whatever, and it's just like, I myself have been in two worlds that had absolutely nothing to do with fucking Jews.
Winning? No.
You suck!
People still believe in flat earth and shit, so it's like ridiculous that we're reverting to our base nature. I think they made people too dumb. They put, instead of teaching people in school and making this all better and doing the things, they dumbed it down, and they brought people down to the lower levels instead of like, so you let people excel, you should have let them excel, and that's what the special ed class is. But we complained about that. They're like, why doesn't my kid get these special treatments? It's because your kid don't fucking need it. That kid's fucking retarded, and I hate to be that mean, but I'm just trying to be savagely real here. That person has a mental deficiency, and they need the extra help. Your kid fucking got an IQ of 110 and can do it her goddamn self. It's like, what the fuck, people? It's not rocket science here. But instead of like doing stuff to raise these people up to the same level, they just pulled everybody down, and now they're all in the same classes, and they get passed to doing fucking participation trophies and shit. And people are getting dumb, and when people get dumb and they don't know how to use the rational brain and whatnot, their instincts take over, and when their instincts take over, they stab people like retarded monkeys.
No.
Because human beings are monkeys, black, white, yellow, polka dotted. We're all apes. We're all primates. We're all related to the fucking gorilla, the chimpanzee, the orangutan, etc. I mean, we're probably closer to a baboon in how violent we are. Oh my god.
Winning? No.
You suck!
We gotta do something. We gotta move forward. We gotta build culture. We gotta like unify people, restore people's freedoms. We all have more in common than we have differences. We all came here for a unifying purpose, to be free. So why are we all trying to subjugate people and remove their rights based off of not believing the same thing as you, when we all came here so we can believe whatever the fuck we want?
Winning? No.
That's one of the core tenets. Actually, it's the core tenet of our fucking Constitution. Freedom of fucking speech, freedom of expression, freedom of the press, freedom of religion. To come here and be able to believe whatever you want and not be fucking persecuted for it. And now we're talking about rounding up conservatives and put them in fucking camps. We're talking about giving people fucking vaccine passports, or I like to call them fucking Jew badges. Our fucking alphabet boys have turned into the Nazi enforcement force, and it's fucking out of fucking control. I'm just fucking saying. You know, throughout this whole fucking process, I'm not one that's usually like, with these people that are saying, what the fuck is this racist shit? Because it's not normally racist shit. But what the fuck is this racist shit? Black man enslaved by fucking a white restaurant owner in South Carolina.
Winning? No.
You suck!
What the fuck is going on? Like, I'm just as interested in you. This is that fresh news. It's the Boston Globe. We're gonna get into it. Boom. Black man enslaved by white restaurant manager entitled to over $50,000, court says. Richmond, Virginia, AP, after a black man with intellectual disability, so a retarded black man was enslaved, beaten, and forced to work for more than 100 hours a week without pay in a South Carolina restaurant. What the fuck?
No.
What the fuck? His manager was sentenced to, this is today too, his manager was sentenced to prison in order to pay $273,000 in restitution, but a federal appeals court recently ruled that the man is entitled to double that amount under federal labor laws. A 3-judge panel of Richmond-based 4th U.S. Circuit Court of Appeals found that a U.S. District Court judge erred when he failed to include an additional $273,000 as liquidated damages in his order of restitution. Under the April 21 ruling, the court said John Christopher Smith is entitled to total restitution of $546,000. The appeals court sent the case back to the lower courts to recalculate the restitution award. What the fuck is this garbage? Like, who the fuck beats up a retarded man and forces him to fucking work?
Winning? No.
You suck!
If this is not racially motivated, it's still fucked up.
You suck!
It's absolutely fucking disgusting.
Winning? No.
You suck!
What the fuck? The ruling came in case that the alleged Bobby Edwards Smith's manager in J&J Cafeteria in Conway, South Carolina, had physically and mentally abused him and forced him to work 100 hours a week with no pay for more than 5 years from 2009 to 2000. He was in what the fuck? Smith, who had an intellectual disability and IQ of about 70, had worked at the restaurant since he was about 12 years old. For the first 19 years of his employment, when the restaurant was owned and managed by different members of the Edwards family, Smith was always paid for his work. So this somebody took over this Bobby Edwards fucking dude took over the goddamn fucking thing and enslaved this bit. This is fucking disgusting.
Winning. No.
This dude should be fucking brought out back and fucking shot.
You suck!
They changed in 2019 after Bobby Edwards took over management of the restaurant, according to the narrative, including in the Fourth Circuit's ruling. Edwards, who is white, effectively enslaved Smith, moving him into an apartment attached to the restaurant and forcing him to work up to 18 hours a day without pay. Edwards affected this forced labor by taking advantage of Jack's intellectual disability and keep Jack isolated from his family, threatening to have him arrested and verbally abusing him, the court said in its ruling. This is fucked up. The court said Edwards also physically abused Smith by whipping him with his belt, beating him with the kitchen pans and punching him, and once by dipping metal tongs into hot grease and burning Smith's neck. That this is disgusting. After a relative of a restaurant employee told authorities about the abuse in 2014, the South Carolina Department of Social Services removed Smith from the restaurant. Edwards pleaded guilty to one count of forced labor and was sentenced to 10 years in federal prison. The judge ordered Edwards to pay Smith nearly $273,000 in restitution and declined to add liquidated damages. In its ruling, the Fourth Circuit cited a 1945 U.S. Supreme Court case that found that liquidated damages provision of the Fair Labor Act is a recognition by Congress that failing to pay the statutory minimum of time may be so detrimental to maintaining the minimum standard of living that double payment must be made to ensure that the worker is restored to minimum standard of well-being. For this reason, awarded liquidated damages for variations of the FLSA minimum wage and overtime provision in the norm, Judge Paul Nomer wrote for the panel in a 3-0 decision. Edwards' lawyer, Assistant Federal Public Defender Emmy Deck Harrell, could not immediately be reached for comment on the Fourth Circuit's ruling. A message was left at her office. The U.S. Attorney's Office in South Carolina declined to comment on the ruling. The U.S. Justice Department, or the NEF, Civil Rights Division, did not immediately respond to emails seeking comment. Of course, the NEF's not going to talk to you.
Winning. No.
You suck!
But this is absolutely disgusting. Bobby Edwards, you suck.
Winning. No.
You suck!
What the fuck?
You suck!
That's just as egregious as stabbing two old ladies with their fucking groceries at a bus stop.
Winning. No.
What the fuck is happening to people?
You suck!
Why are we turning into animals? Well, I mean, we are, but why are we reverting to our baser instincts? Why are we not using our brains? We've lived for decades without any of these goddamn problems. And then all of a sudden they come back in fucking triplicate. This is fucking disgusting. I don't think we can. I think war's happening. And I think we're going to collapse because this is not like a clear side, sides in a war. This is just going to be random tribes of retarded people tearing each other apart.
Winning. No.
You suck!
Maybe we should peaceful divorce. Maybe we should just separate into multiple countries and have a mutual defense pact. If we can even maintain diplomacy enough to have a mutual defense pact. I mean, that would require putting borders along all the states and controlling who comes in and out. But we can't allow this tyranny to continue. We can't allow this fucking bullshit government we can't give them the consent through our actions that gives them the authority to govern because they're absolute trash. We can't capitulate to fucking terrorists just burning people down.
Winning. No.
You suck!
We can't allow fucking random people. We can't allow people to stab random old keep fucking attacking Asian people.
Winning. No.
You suck!
We can't allow police departments to not release fucking body cam footage. We got to start enforcing all these things that we all fucking decided were the way society was supposed to fucking be. We need to start respecting people's rights again, and we need to start enforcing them and being ready to defend them. Like, I'm not telling you go out and be violent or whatever, but if the government gets violent at you, you have the right to defend yourself.